all cast of Friends who passed away. One person on this list starred in every single episode of one of the most watched sitcoms in television history, playing a character so beloved that for years afterward, strangers stopped him on the street just to quote his most famous lines back to him. When he died in 2023, it made headlines around the world, and the cause of his death opened a very public conversation about a drug most people had barely heard of. His story is our number one. Friends ran for 10 seasons, from 1994 to 2004, and became one of the most rewatched shows ever made. Today, we're going through the actors from that world main cast and unforgettable side characters who are no longer with us. 6. Ron Leibman, Dr. Leonard Green. Ron Leibman played Dr. Leonard Green, Rachel's wealthy and endlessly disapproving father, appearing across several episodes throughout the show's run, including the classic scene where he flatly refuses to pay for Rachel's over-the-top second wedding to Barry. Off-screen, Leibman was a serious stage actor. First, he won the Tony Award for originating the role of Roy Cohn in Angels in America, Millennium Approaches, one of the most acclaimed plays of the 1990s. He died on the 6th of December, 2019, at 82, from pneumonia. Leibman was married for over 3 decades to actress Jessica Walter, best known today as Lucille Bluth on Arrested Development. Our next name appeared in just one episode, but he's the reason 2 of the guys refused to ever set foot in a certain coffee shop again. 5. Nicky Katt, Arthur. Nicky Katt appeared in a single second season episode as Arthur, one of 2 grown men who bully Ross and Chandler at Central Perk, a small role in a much longer career he's mostly remembered for elsewhere, including films like Dazed and Confused and Boiler Room and the drama series Boston Public. He died on the 8th of April, 2025, at 54. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner ruled his death a suicide, and his family said publicly that he had been battling depression. Katt's time on Friends was brief, but his career stretched across 3 decades of film and television. Our next name spent years playing the guy everyone in the building loved to complain about. 4. Mike Hagerty, Mr. Trigger. Mike Hagerty played Mr. Trigger, the gruff building superintendent constantly threatening to raise the rent or shut off the heat, appearing across several seasons of the show. He was a familiar face well beyond Friends, showing up in Seinfeld, Cheers, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and dozens of other shows over a long, dependable, character acting career, and later became a series regular on the HBO comedy Somebody Somewhere. He died on the 5th of May 2022 at 67, reportedly following a reaction to an antibiotic used to treat a leg infection. Hagerty spent decades as one of television's most reliable character actors. Our next name only appeared in a handful of episodes, but she was already a movie star long before she ever set foot in the Friends universe. 3. Teri Garr, Phoebe Abbott. Teri Garr played Phoebe Abbott, Phoebe's long-lost biological mother, appearing across 3 episodes, starting in the show's 3rd season. She'd already been an Oscar nominee for Tootsie and a cult favourite for Young Frankenstein and Close Encounters of the Third Kind, years before she ever stepped into the Friends universe. She died on the 29th of October 2024 at 79 from complications of multiple sclerosis, a disease she had lived with and spoken about publicly since being diagnosed in 2002. Garr brought real Hollywood history to a small but memorable recurring role. Our next name barely spoke in most of his episodes and still became one of the most recognizable faces in the entire show. 2. James Michael Tyler, Gunther. James Michael Tyler played Gunther, the bleached blonde Central Perk manager secretly in love with Rachel for the entire run of the show, appearing in more episodes than almost anyone outside the 6 leads. After the show ended, he became an outspoken advocate for prostate cancer awareness, encouraging men to get screened early after his own diagnosis. He died on the 24th of October, 2021, at 59, following a years-long, mostly private battle with advanced prostate cancer. Tyler turned a background character into one of the most beloved faces of the whole show. Our number one didn't just play a character, he became so identified with him that people stopped him on the street for the rest of his life. 1. Matthew Perry, Chandler Bing. Matthew Perry played Chandler Bing, the sarcastic heart of the friend group, appearing in all 236 episodes across the show's 10 seasons. Long after the show ended, Perry spoke openly in interviews and in his own 2022 memoir about decades of addiction and dozens of stays in rehab, describing his years on Friends as happening alongside some of the hardest years of his life. He later opened a sober living facility to help others going through the same thing. He died on the 28th of October 2023 at 54, found unresponsive in the hot tub at his Los Angeles home. A coroner ruled the cause of death as the acute effects of ketamine, with drowning and coronary artery disease listed as contributing factors. Multiple people, including 2 doctors and Perry's own personal assistant, later pleaded guilty in the criminal case that followed, admitting to supplying him with the drug in his final weeks. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.